Unfortunately, my mother and I did not have a good relationship, which sucked, but it was what it was. But I learned today that the mother of my youngest daughter, even though she knew that my mother had leukemia and actually died a year ago this June, did not let her see my daughter or talk to her on the phone, nothing, for like the last 9 months of her life. I mean, do you realize like how heartless you've got to be to not let someone see their grandchild? And my mom and I had a lot of issues, but one thing was for sure, she was never unkind to my ex or anyone I've ever dated, almost to a fault. There were times I tried to get her to stop being so cool to people that I had broken up with, and she still continued to like have a relationship with them and stuff. Really, really pissed me off. But nonetheless, it's like, I've got one woman that did that, and the mother of my other daughter literally tried to sell her, videotaped her completely naked, sent that video to a man that she knew back in California when she literally worked as an escort, which is just a nice word for you know what. And I just cannot believe that I am such a fuck up that is the kind of people, that's the kind of people that I've ended up having kids with. Sometimes I look at the outcomes of some of the decisions of my life, and like, I just stand in awe. I just stand in awe of just how utterly calamitous those choices were. And I don't regret my daughters for a second. My daughters are absolutely amazing, but God, I hadn't really thought about it before, but if I could have had them with other people, or preferably with one person, that would have been so much better. That's why I don't date though, because that's the kind of shit that I wind up thinking is okay to be with and have a child with. I mean, it's like, wow. If you're wondering how fucked up you are, I mean, your life is largely a reflection of your choices. There's always some measure of luck involved, but if you consistently have shit fucking up in your life, there comes a point you gotta tell yourself, like, hey man, this isn't just a bunch of bad luck. Like, this is me doing this shit. And fuck, dude, when I look at that, I've always known that I was screwed up from just, not having a dad, going through the divorces before I was 9 years old, 3 divorces, and so like, I guess I should have a little bit more grace for myself. But even knowing all of that, to think that my life still contains this utterly insane level of dysfunction, like I said, I stand in awe of it. It breaks my heart because my daughters deserve so much better. They deserve way better than their moms. They deserve better than me. And yet this is what they're saddled with. And I used to wonder why the world never got better after all this time. Humanity's existed for like 300,000 years, in somewhat close to the state that we are now as far as our intellectual capacity and all that, and we just can't get our shit straight personally. Most marriages end in divorce, the vast majority of us walk around with baggage from fucked up childhoods. And fuck, bro, it'll be so nice if we can ever get free of that shit, because none of us can be as much as we're able to be if we're not planted, so to speak, if we're not born in fertile ground. And I mean like with stable, emotionally healthy people that love us. And when you don't get that, it doesn't mean you're not going to be successful. It doesn't mean you're not going to find love and happiness, but fuck, man, it stacks the deck against you. It programs you to seek out and recreate dysfunction. And my life is 100% a reflection of that. Fucking sucks.